Hey, what's going on, world? This is Maurice right over here, and today, well, what we're going to be going over is a niche. What is a niche? How does it apply to you? And most importantly, why you need to know the niche that you're working with in order to provide them gracious products, services, and information, okay? Now, I understand that your time is most definitely valuable, so I'm going to keep this video a little bit shorter, and I do want to say thank you to all those who took the time to really watch this video, because at the end of the day, the knowledge is free, and best believe I want you to achieve. So let's just go ahead and dive right in, okay? So, niche. What is a niche? Why is it important? And most importantly, what does it mean for you? Okay. Simply put, a niche can be looked at as an extension of yourself. Depending on a lot of the, particular interests that you have for yourself, that is how you find your niche. Let's take, for instance, me, for example. Me, I love fitness. I love pole, like pole dancing and whatnot. And I love, entrepreneurialism and helping out other people and so forth. So a niche that I would resonate more with is, people in relations to working out, health, pole fitness, that is a must. And well, massage. So let's say I were to want to go ahead and create a course or go ahead and provide a product to these particular interest groups, i.e. worlds. I like to use worlds when we are talking about niches because each individual niche will encompass its own communicational language and its own particular, I guess you could say, do's and don'ts within the niche. For instance, I like to do pole fitness and whatnot, but you're probably not going to catch me, taking my shirt off and busting a little pole move during like a massage session when I'm in that massage realm and world and so forth. So by understanding that, that's how you're going to be able to tailor how you talk, how you communicate in order to get your message across to the right audience, okay? Now, when we are dealing with niches, again, it's a lot about your interests. What are you interested in? That will be the easiest way for you to find your niche, depending on what you're into, what talents you have, or, particularly what and who you feel most comfortable with. I mean, for instance, you could be a whole emo, let's use the emo gothic world, okay? You could be a whole emo, right? And within the emo gothic world, you got, I don't know too much about it, but you got, the gothics, and they got like, they're into that dark stuff. They're into the, all the gothic stuff, okay? That's just going to be its own world and language, but I want y'all to just catch my drift, okay? Just because, again, really, when we are talking about niches, how you go ahead and resonate and put your message across to them will ultimately give them the resonance to come back to you to, i.e. buy and get the results that you ultimately want for whatever it is that you are trying to get across, okay? So let's just bring this back again. I'm going to use me because, the only person I know best is me. I don't know the rest, but if I know your niche, I can get a general understanding of how you may communicate, how you may move, etc., etc., etc. For instance, let's say I wanted to promote a health product. Out of the 4 groups, which is the entrepreneurial world, the health world, the working out, and the massage world, okay? If I were to sell a particular fitness product, who do you think would probably resonate more to that product? If I were to put the message to the massage world, or if I were to put the message to the working out world? Well, I think we both know the answers to that. The working out world will be the one that will resonate the most with a message related to working out. So if I were to sell, say, lose all the weight you can and gain all the muscle while at the same time, benefiting like heck in a 24-hour span type of product to the working out community, I can expect more results, i.e. more desired income, the scaling of the income by marketing it to the working out class, the working out community, okay? And now when we go into marketing and all that, that's going to be another future video segments, but overall, I just want you to get a general gist of what a niche is and how you can use that to benefit you, because once you know your niche, the rest of it is like cake. Okay, this is not rocket science. This is like elementary. 2 plus 2 equals 4 or 5, depending on how you look at it. But this is really elementary, and I really want this to be basic because, again, your time is valuable. I need to keep this video shorter, and at the same time, I want you to still have the valuable knowledge so that you can just go ahead and take this and just drive with it, okay? What we're going to be doing with a lot of these future videos is we're going to just be taking information, something that you get from a quick access, and let you drive with it. By understanding the information and you driving with it, guess what happens? Swoop, we drive with it, the next what happens? You scale up, and then from there, you achieve, which means I achieve. And well, it's a universal transactional type of thing. As long as you get to where you're trying to go, I'm getting to where I'm going. Best believe that. So, again, niches are your world, okay? It does not matter the niche, it does not matter the people encompassing the niche. The only thing that matters is the niche in itself. So let's just go. I'm going to just give you a quick 10 list of possible niches that may benefit you and maybe you might be able to resonate with, may be able to talk about. You want to go ahead and pick a niche, and when you are starting a business, that you can just go ahead and rattle off. Okay, that won't necessarily take you a lot of time to study, that won't necessarily take you a lot of time to really get your head and mind wrapped around as much as you can just already know it, okay? So there are so many different niches. You got a baseball niche for the people that's into baseball, that little MLB. Then you got basketball. All the people related into basketball. So maybe if you got a product or you want to give some advice about how to dribble a ball, you might want to go ahead and just market it out to the basketball niche. You got health, fitness. What else? So let's see. I'm sure you can name off a couple. Health, fitness. Let's take this more into different company and business senses. So let's say you want to sell perfume, for instance. So there's a perfume niche. There's a single moms list niche. I'm telling you can, you really want to think in the niches like its own world within the world that we live in. We live in a whole giant world, but within this world, we got different groups, different, niches or different, communicational language or interests that people partake in that makes them feel like its own community, okay? We can even bring it into the real estate niche. So you can go like, let's say you're in real estate, you can take it in by residential, commercial. We can even bring this into the entrepreneurial world. Within the entrepreneurial world, you got, your self-starters, your innovators. Let's see. What else you got? You got your high achievers. You got your I would say the get rich quick junkies, the ones that see an opportunity and just hop on it without knowing nothing about it, expecting it to make them buku dollars in the next 24 hours just for them to fail out. So we'll just go ahead there, the get rich quick junkies. It does not matter, okay? But the main portion that you want to take away from this is, again, depending on your interest, depending on what you feel you resonate with, that will be your niche. It does not matter. And then in the future video, I'll be talking about like subcategories within each niche. But once you understand and you get the general framework of the basis whole of the niche itself, you then at that point can go ahead and create and produce and get the results that you want for that particular niche. But it's all important, and it all starts with knowing your niche. So the question is, what niche do you belong to? What niche do you feel like if someone were to ask you a question about, you can just rattle off like that? It could be a particular skill set you may have. Maybe you're a person that likes making beats. So because you make beats, you might belong to the musical niche, and within that niche, you might have the, type beat niche, but in that type beat niche, you might have the master, the mixing and mastering side of niche. And again, that's all being, that's getting in the subcategories of the niches, which will be in future videos. But again, I want you to really get an understanding of the general consensus of your niche, because the general consensus of your niche will definitely direct a lot of the business decision and entrepreneurial growth that will happen within the whole, I guess you could say, communal type of world. So now, since you understand that, what a good thing that I would suggest for you to do if you're someone that's just getting started within the online business world or business period, or maybe you have been in the business world and been in business for a while now and just you want to figure out and try something new, I highly suggest making a list of 10 things that you like. What are 10 hobbies that you particularly perform well? What is 10 particular interests that you're into? Whether that's, maybe you're a person that's into Harry Potter, or maybe you're a person that's into like Marvel, or maybe you're a person that's like into quick hooking up dates and all that jazz. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're into, that is a niche in itself. Whether you like to work out, whether you like to communicate, whether you like to read, whether you like to write, it does not matter. Sky's the limit. There's always a community within every community, but it all starts from the main niche within that community. Once you figure out the main niche, hear that? That main niche. Then from there, you can go ahead and just start subcategory and everything. But first things first, just make a list of 10 interests, 10 hobbies, 10 things that you're into to find your niche. And then from there, especially if you're an entrepreneur that's like more so starting out within this space, go ahead and circle pick your top 3. And then from your top 3, I want you to pick your top 1. Once you find your top 1, guess what happens? You find your niche. So thanks for tuning in on this niche video, y'all. This is Maurice Wright. Stay tuned for more. Yes, we're doing this. Yes, there's more to come. Because ultimately, I want you to achieve. Because if I could just give you this knowledge for free, you know what I'm saying? If I could just give you this knowledge and you achieve, guess what happens? I achieve. And I'm really, by you achieving, you're going to help me out create my legacy. If I can just reach one person and one person sees value within this video and goes out and exceeds and achieves maximum results, well, guess what happens? I am very much happy, and well, to your success is where everything needs to be. So with that being said, y'all, Maurice right here. Stay tuned for more, and I hope y'all continue on staying vibing, because it's that time. Most definitely. Be easy now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta hit the smile at. One thing with the videos, y'all, you gotta hit the smile at the end, man. Take it easy.